Welcome! Ashmere's back! Yay! I feel like there needs to be a theme song now or something, but we'll see what happens. So hi guys! Welcome back. This is basically the relaunch of my channel. So if you don't know me, which I don't know why you're following me if you don't know me, because nobody knows me yet. Anyway, but you will. No, I'm kidding. So hi guys, my name's Ashmere. I am a makeup junkie through and through. I have been a makeup artist for most of my professional career, and I worked in the beauty industry. Now I don't anymore, and now I just get to love and enjoy it on the consumer side, which is super exciting. So today, just jumping back in, doing a little get ready with me in my new space. I'll kind of fill you in on what's been going on in my life as I do my makeup with this week's stash. So I'll start hopping into it. Let me pin this craziness back. I'll hop into it and tell you all about it. So I'll tell you what's going on. So hi. So, okay. Let's start with confession. I have a complete and total obsession with makeup. I'm done apologizing for it. There's just, it's the way it is. Makeup is my happy place. It is the thing I love to shop for. Working in the beauty industry was literally the best and worst thing for me because I love the product so much that I just, I couldn't leave my work home or leave my work at work because I love it so much. So, anyway, I have more product probably than I could ever go through if I never bought anything else again. Ever. There's probably at least a good 4 or 5 years worth of product in my collection right now. And that's insane. And I buy more all of the time. So, one of the things I vowed to do is I'm going to start every single week at the beginning of my week and do a shop my stash. So I'm going to start every week with a shop my stash, and I'm going to settle on a small stash of product that I'm going to try to work throughout the week and not touch anything else in my collection. And then next week, I'll rotate them out. And the goal is to touch everything. So once I've used it for 1 week, it doesn't get used again until I come back to it in the rotation kind of thing. And hopefully in that time frame, I'll actually touch some of the things that I haven't used before. I will decide once and for all if I do love a product or hate a product, and if I'm going to toss it or, give it away if it's lightly used enough, or just keep it and decide that I'm going to use it until it's gone. So I'll leave the list of stuff every week at the beginning of the week, but today we'll talk about them as we go because this is the XX Revolution. This was their Cloud Complexion Primer, and I am obsessed with this product mostly because it smells amazing. I don't think that it does a ton for priming, but I absolutely am obsessed with how it smells. So yeah, there we go. That's that. I'm going to go in with my PURLISSE Serum BB. So here's the deal. Let's catch up. Where have I been? What have I been doing? So I just moved, and by just, I mean literally had my 1 month anniversary of moving to the state of Texas like 2 days ago, which is amazing. So I have family here. I had lost my job where I was in Jersey previously with a beauty company, and this just kind of made sense. And so I kind of picked up and came out here, and now I am with a new company that I love that has absolutely nothing to do with makeup, and I'm learning a ton and getting to know a new city. And so yeah, the best thing is that now that I'm finally moved in, I get to play with all my makeup again, because for the past, literally the past 6 weeks, almost 8, my stuff has been in boxes. So I lived with my brother for a few weeks when I got here, and then I moved into my apartment, and then it took me a couple of weeks to kind of get fully settled in because I started a new job and moved in, you know, all of it. So that happened, and so it's literally been like 6 weeks since I see my entire makeup collection, which is just a travesty. And I kind of don't know how I did it, but I did it and I survived, and I'm kind of proud of myself for doing it. So yeah, that's kind of where I've been and what I've been up to. I'm trying to use this up. This is my Well People Expressionist brow pencil. I think this is dark brown, deep brown. Love this pencil. The couple of things that you won't see in my Shop My Stashes ever, well, I guess I shouldn't blind you with the back of the mirror. Couple of things you won't see in my Shop My Stash ever are brows, and mascaras. Mascaras maybe sometimes, but and eye pencils. Okay, so the story about brows is I'm kind of obsessed with them. And I'll get on a kick and I'll find a brow pencil that I absolutely love, and then I'll buy 7 of them. And sometimes I will buy like 3 different colors because we don't know what color my hair is going to be in a month. Or if it's a 21 Days of Beauty steal, then I got to buy a couple. You know how that goes. So, anywho, I have an ultimate favorite that I'm sure will come up eventually, but right now I've just been kind of working through this pencil that I actually really like, and I dare say it could be it's in the running for one of my favorites, I'll say that. Yeah, it's a really good pencil. So, anywho, okay, yeah, again, let me not blind you. So, I've got a new setup, obviously, because new apartment. Hi! Really exciting. So, the new setup is great, and I'm tilted. I'm always going to be tilted. The new setup is fabulous. I kind of love my space. I tried to create a little bit of ambiance in the background. So it's not just clutter or whatever, but also that means like I'm getting used to the new placement of like where I'm putting my camera, and the fact that I'm not using my camera as my mirror. I'm actually have a mirror so that it doesn't look like I'm talking to the side anymore, which is exciting. Yeah, it's very strange because I can kind of see me out of the corner of my eye, and then I forget not to blind y'all. It's like a thing. It's a thing. Anyway, so yeah, so my brows the same. So they say, and I've said this, how many times have I said this to a client when I'm, helping them, teaching them to do their brows? I'm like, they're sisters, not twins. Don't stress about it. Can I tell you how difficult that is? Like, why is that the most difficult thing in the world? I can't give up trying to make them look perfectly identical. This is the 24-hour brow setter from Benefit. It is my holy grail, must-have, always have it in my collection. I probably have 3 backups of this right now because if I run out, I will cry. It sets my brows. It leaves them in place. I'm very shiny. I did not think this through when I shopped my stash this week, and I picked all dewy foundations, which is fabulous. And I love to be glowy, dewy. I love to glow. I didn't think this through. I'm gonna need to add a powder. Excuse me. Okay, I grabbed my Studio Fix from MAC. I love this thing. I use the shade NW35. I should have told you. In the BB, I'm using medium tan. I don't know if that's, so the problem is, so guys, here's another problem. I'm currently in transition from summer to fall color because I was super tan, and then like the move kicked in, and then I was in a car, and then I moved here and it was like 100 million degrees. By the way, this kabuki brush from Wall People, hands down best kabuki brush you'll ever have in your life, just saying. Like I moved here and 100 a billion degrees later, and I'm like, holy crap, what did I do? So I'm sitting there and I'm like, I can't be outside for more than 5 seconds unless I'm in a pool. And my brother's house doesn't have a pool, so like the first week we would go to like this little water park, which was super cute, and take my nephew. I have a 1.5-year-old nephew here with my brother, one of my 5 nieces and nephews, and I loved the water park, but then we only had like 2 passes. So then I'm like, okay, well, there was week 1. So then my body hasn't been out in the sun for any length of time. And I started losing my tan. And with that, when I first picked out the makeup I was going to have with me, like for the move, because I packed everything up. Like, I'm not kidding. I kept, I think, 2 foundations and like one of everything else. 1 eyeshadow palette, a couple blushes. You know, it was minimal for, 4 weeks. And I started to lose my color, and then suddenly I'm like, oh, I gotta do some tricks here to make my foundation match my neck, because suddenly I'm like, so my face never sees the light of day. By the way, I'm using the Lorac Unzipped Brazen palette. Oh, it has a brush. I did this color here all the way, and then I just went in with the darker one in the crease, and then I think I'm gonna throw some sparkles in there. They were Ambitious and Unexplored what I used, and then I'm gonna go in with Untamed. I literally have used the same brush for all 3 things. I've gotten really lazy. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, same makeup, 6 weeks. Woo! My color has changed since then. It's a thing. So now I'm like, okay, well, do I let the tan fade? And the thing is I don't tan from like here up. I always wear a hat. So my body turns one color, my face turns another, but I had picked on my foundations to match my body when I was darker. I have like gradients of foundations, let me tell you. So yeah, I'm really this looks super sparkly in the pan. Like, I don't know if you can tell. And in person, like, it looks really bronzy and sparkly. Not like chunky sparkly, but really bronzy. And this is not giving me the payoff I wanted. I have had this palette, I can't tell you for how long. I bought it. I honestly don't know when I bought it. But I do remember I bought it because it was on sale at ULTA. And I think I've used it maybe twice. I did not know that color payoff was going to be like that. There was going to be that lack of color payoff. But you know what? I'm not doing anything after this. I'm just kind of doing this for funsies. So that's okay. Then maybe I'll just do a wingy, and I'm just going to be bored with that in a week. That's for sure. I'm going to go in with my Lash Princess. This is the waterproof princess liner. So I'm not going to lie, I jumped on this real quick. By the way, in case you haven't noticed, I rarely finish thought. I love to talk about product. And product trumps like personal share all of the time. So if you ever want to hear the end of a story and I don't finish, please leave me a comment. I'll make sure I include it in the following video. So I jumped on this bandwagon immediately. Like, this was one of those that, like, I saw it. I think I saw it first on Kelly Gooch and then on Jessie Braun. And I was like, I mean, I only needed the first one. And then I was like, okay. And I don't think they were even trying it. I think I saw them, like, whoever it was that I saw first was just looking at upcoming releases and talking about this. And I was like, boop, ear perked up. I went and got it. Because there's something about the Lash Princess collection from Essence that I am obsessed with. It's just so cute. It's so cheap. Affordable. Let me use a pretty word. It's affordable. And when you want to, like, a little pick-me-up and you're trying not to spend cash because, you know, you don't have a job and you're waiting for a new one, affordable makeup becomes kind of really important. Because you need a little pick-me-up. You can't afford, you know, a $20 eyeliner. So you're just going to get the $6 eyeliner. I'm just saying. I'm not going to lie. Like, that's reality, right? So I picked this puppy up, and I don't know why. People have been really back and forth about it. I absolutely love this thing. I think it's super easy to work with. I'm obviously not good at this eye. I'm better at my right eye. Let me tell you. But I love this thing. So I've had it for just about a month because it was maybe a little over a month. I think it was my last purchase before I left Jersey. So I got it at the end of July. I've used it pretty regularly. I mean, at least a couple times a week, I'll pull this puppy out and I'll do a little wing with it. Look at how cute those wings turned out. Like, they're almost the same. It's amazing. And it was so easy. I don't know why. I find this really easy to work with, and I really like it. I know that the verdict around, like, people have been up and down about it. They're not really sure. I'm obsessed. This is another staple of mine. This is Persona Cosmetics. This is their black, which I'm really mad. So I got this, the very first time I got this was in my BoxyCharm. I fell in love with this. I went to go buy more, and I found them on Amazon. Okay, cool. Went to go buy more, gone. Nowhere on Amazon. I can't find them anywhere. I can't remember if I checked the website. I may have been upset that, like, free shipping minimum was so high or something. That sounds like something that would happen with me. I ended up getting a 2-pack for, like, next to nothing on a BoxyCharm pop-up shop, which is an obsession. So, not gonna lie, even though I had, like, no income, I made sure I budgeted in my BoxyCharm. I hate to admit it, but then I don't really, because I don't care. But anyway, love that eyeliner. It's the only one I can wear, and I can tightline with it, top and bottom, and it doesn't smudge. Obsessed with it. This is another new obsession that I think this was Kelly Gooch who talked about it. Obviously, you can tell who I watch a lot of. I reference a lot of their videos. But she was talking about, I think it was this one, and if it wasn't this one, this is the one I ended up picking up and I'm obsessed with. The Lash Flash from Ulta Beauty. This is their tubing mascara, and it comes off with warm water. And let me tell you something. So I have been looking everywhere for a dupe for Thrive Cosmetics, their tubing mascara. The teal tube, this puppy. Hold up. I'll show you. This guy, because I love this mascara. I have it in both black and blue. I need to replace my black. It's dried out. I love it. So I love a tubing mascara. It is the best type for me, personally. And I have tried every drugstore version that says and every prestige version that says that they're a tubing mascara, and none of them work. This one is the first one I've tried. It doesn't do what Thrive does, so don't get it twisted. It's not a dupe in that it's going to, you can like elongate the lashes and it'll make it look like you're wearing falsies, because that's what Thrive does. This doesn't do that. This gives you really nice, very natural lashes. But what I am beyond obsessed with this is that once it's on, it is on until you get warm water on it. They're not lying. When they say this comes off with warm water, it only comes off with warm water. Nothing else gets this off. I have forgotten that it was on. I went to take off my makeup with makeup remover, and I still had it on my lashes. I was like, what the heck is this? I went to the pool last weekend at my dad's house, and my lashes were fine until I got in the jacuzzi or somewhere. At some point, the water got warmer or something, and that's when they came off. And they come off in like stringy pieces. So like you're pulling them off, and you get these strings of like mascara tubes that come off, and it's a little daunting at first. Like the first time it happens, you're like, what's wrong with my lashes? But they're fine. So, and I love them. See, they're super natural, but they stay. Obsessed with this. So this is now my everyday. I'm going to work. I don't need crazy, I don't need to use my $24 tube. I can use this one, and it's really the only mascara I've been using for a good month now, and I'm not tired of it. So I'm going to go in with cheeks. I love cheeks. I will never have enough blushes. I just will never have enough. I have recently started going back to my powder blushes and being obsessed with them. So I dug this one out of the vault. This is my Becca. You can see she's been through some hard times. Obvi, we don't sell Becca anymore, but this is Wild Honey. This is one of my favorites. I hit pan in her. Like, I love this blush. It's just a nice neutral blush. I cried a little when Becca went out of business last year, because for me, it was her blushes and her concealers. Like, I know, yes, I own almost every highlighter, but these blushes were my jam. And I'm really glad I have a couple more. So I remember picking up a couple at the company store for Estee Lauder like a year ago or 2 years ago, before they announced that they were going out of business. I was like, when they announced, I'm like, I'm so glad, because I have them. So yeah, recently I've been making a move back to powder blush. Don't ask me why. Like, it's a thing. Gosh, I'm nearing the end, guys. I'm almost done with my makeup, and I barely talked to you about anything. You guys are like, no, Ash, you can be quiet now. So yeah, let me see, what haven't I talked about before I like move on to this. So by the way, this is Nars Vence, my absolute favorite lip liner, because it goes with everything. Okay, so I'm now in Texas. I don't work in makeup anymore, which is almost more exciting for me, because I can now A, shoot these videos, B, I can be a true consumer, which is really exciting. I did used to work for a cosmetics company. I've worked for a lot of them in my life, so it's not like any one in particular. This is the first time in my entire career that I don't work in cosmetics. So in some form or another, like, I'm not even freelancing. I'm not. Nothing. I'm not even doing weddings. So yeah, so if any of my friends come visit and I get really like I need to do your makeup and I get twitchy, that's probably why. Yeah, and I'm actually really liking Dallas. I like the heat. I know, go figure. I don't know what else to tell you. There's really not much else. I have a much bigger place now, which is really exciting. So what you guys see here is my room. This is where I'll be doing my filming. Yeah, not much else to really share. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comments. I will be hopefully posting at least 2 or 3 times a week, so you'll be able to see, and I'll catch you up on life, and we'll talk about product, and we'll talk about the stash and see how it's going. And if you have, I have other videos coming, so my goal is to do some different kinds of videos. I have a few like history lesson videos because I'm kind of obsessed with the beginnings of brands and how they came to be, and diving deep into those little things. So I have a few of those coming out in the next few weeks/months. And yeah, and then of course any new product I get, and anytime I get a BoxyCharm, I'll be opening it with y'all. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for joining me. Let me know if you want to see any type of video. Oh my god, I forgot earrings. My mother is gonna kill me. Guys, I almost need to reshoot this entire video because I forgot earrings. Okay, I'm not gonna, hold up. Okay, hello. In case you're watching, I have earrings on now. Yeah, wow. Whew. If I had made it all the way through the video, I don't know what I would have done. I would have had to reshoot the entire thing just to put earrings on. It's that important. Anyway, really happy to be back. Really happy to be sharing my thoughts on makeup and beauty and everything in the industry with y'all. And hopefully we'll get into some good stuff here in the coming few months. Sorry this video was like so all over the place and super like a little bit of everything, but that's kind of how my brain works sometimes, so welcome to my head. I hope you enjoy being here. So thanks for joining me, and I will talk to y'all soon. Thanks. Bye.